So if we've got something that's, it was like if we're feeling really sad, we can feel really sad, and it's important to feel all the different emotions. That's a really important part of being a human being. Though what happens is we tend to, when we've felt sad, we tend to then create a story around that sadness. So, it could be a victim mentality. Why has this happened to me? Or it could be something that you've experienced. And what happens is that you tend to keep rerunning that over and over and over and over and again. So that thing, that feeling you keep charging it. It's almost that if you imagine like an emotion is like an oil burner, like an oil lamp. And when it's run its charge. But if you keep filling up the oil burner with the story behind it, like, poor me, why has this happened? Or it could be, that person feels this, we tend to think about what other people feel. And when we have no idea what they feel, but we tend to create a story around it. So we keep just filling up the oil burner and filling up the oil burner. And that keeps the feeling going. You can see this with children. They're the best at dealing with all kinds of emotions. If you look at a 3 or 4-year-old having a tantrum, it's the best because they are fully in that emotion. They're fully experiencing. They're feeling it in every cell of their being. And then they're like, oh, boat. And then they're like completely onto the new thing. And then they completely let go of what they were feeling. And then they allow themselves to feel something else. Whereas we tend to, as adults, we tend to have that resistance to something. I don't want to be feeling this. But what we're not realizing that as we're saying, I don't want to be feeling this, we're feeling it more, and we're feeding it over and over again, and we're giving it more and more fuel so that it keeps going, rather than actually, I'm feeling this fully. I'm fully in this. Okay, it's kind of subsided now. Okay, I'm good. Now what can I do to change my state? And this is a really powerful thing we can do because we're beings of frequency. We can change our frequency, and we all know how it feels if we go, maybe we dance, how we feel different afterwards, or we breathe in a certain way, we deep breathe, how we feel different. Or if we've gone, one of the things I love doing is I love being by trees. I love being in nature. And as soon as I'm with trees, as soon as I'm near nature, suddenly something shifts inside my body. So at that moment when that energy has subsided, that sadness has subsided, what we can do is like, okay, what can I do in this moment to make myself feel better? And what we tend to do as society is we've kind of got used to the idea of misery being normal, and people being sad being normal, people complaining, people being unhappy being normal.